gorgeous soul friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Hannah. Welcome to my channel, and it's an honor to be a part of your unique and wondrous experience today. We're going to talk about willpower and specifically some practices you can incorporate to develop it. It's critical as somebody learning manifestation to have a solid will, because this will not only make you unshakable in your beliefs, but it will also make you action-oriented. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these practices. Number one is going to be very obvious, very simple. Some of you may even be like, why the heck is this in here? But you would be surprised, some of the most simple and seemingly obvious stuff is usually the most overlooked. So that's why I'm incorporating this in here, because you would be surprised how often this gets ignored. Doing things in the moment of thinking about them, if it's possible for you, of course. Like if you're in the space where you have the ability to get up and perform a task that needs to get done, just fucking do it. Okay? Like don't tell yourself that you'll do it in 5 minutes. Don't tell yourself you'll do it tomorrow, because the more you do this, the less likely you are to get it done. Don't wait, don't stall, don't delay, just do it. The second practice for developing your willpower is breathwork. And it's commonly known in the path of wellness and yoga as its Sanskrit name, pranayama, because the breath carries life force, or prana, to where it's needed in the body. And this is why one of the main indicators of clinical death is the cessation of breathing and circulatory functions. Because if there is no life force flowing, then there can be no life. This can also be interpreted symbolically in the sense that if you're not actively stimulating life force through intention, movement, and breath, then life stagnates. So for many that struggle with a lack of willpower and motivation, a lot of the times it's because they're not breathing correctly. And there's a lot of different kinds of breathwork techniques that you can incorporate to develop your willpower, but I'm gonna only recommend one today, just because this one, in my opinion, is the most effective, because it quite literally builds a fire within through generating physical heat. It's called bellows breathing. If you don't know what a bellows is, it's basically a contraption that pumps air into a fireplace to stimulate the flame. So what you're doing with your body is that you're mirroring this bellows expanding and contracting through your abdominal muscles. So I'll kind of demonstrate and give you a little bit of a rundown of how it works so that you can do it on your own. Feel free to sit in a chair with your feet on the floor, hands on your lap, or you can sit cross-legged and easy seated on the floor. And ideally you do this sitting up, because the point is to develop energy and fire, motivation, willpower, vitality. So to me, symbolically being erect kind of connects more to those essences and energies. So the way that you do this is you quickly draw in air on an inhale through the nose. And what you're going to do is, as you inhale, your belly is going to quickly expand. As quickly as you inhaled, you push it all out and exhale and contract your stomach muscles as you do so. Once you've finished your last exhale, you're going to take a slow inhale through your nose and a slow exhale through your mouth, just to kind of bring your body back to a state of equilibrium. Because bellows breathing will generate heat in the body. And if you do it too much without bringing your body back to homeostasis, it can cause things like lightheadedness, being really pent up and frustrated because there's so much energy built up. It's ideal that you do this when you have shit to do. The third tip for developing your willpower is exercise and move your body, because exercise and movement generates heat. Heat is connected to the symbol of fire. Fire is connected to willpower. Not only is it generating heat within the body, but it takes discipline to consistently exercise. So by committing to a routine where you're going to the gym, or maybe you're going on a run, or you're going swimming, or whatever it is that you do, through connecting to that routine and committing to that routine, you develop your will. Dedication and willpower go hand in hand. So the more that you dedicate yourself, the more you develop your willpower. I hope that makes sense. And I listed this as tip number 4, but to be honest, it kind of connects to what I'm talking about here, and that's to develop your core strength. Consider consciously engaging your abdominal muscles. You can do this even just walking or standing too. Just tighten your muscles whenever you think about it. Not only does this help develop willpower because it stimulates your solar plexus chakra, which is situated right above your belly button in your abdomen, but it also will improve your posture because your abdomen is what supports your spine. By stimulating your core, you're providing support for your spine to stand up straight. When you're slouched like this, it quite literally compresses your lungs. So you can't take as full or deep of breaths. And when you stand up tall, you create better flow of life force. So improving your posture will also inevitably develop your willpower as well. Another way to develop your core is to expand and contract your belly when you're breathing. And I'm not just talking about bellows breath like we did earlier. I'm talking about on your day-to-day, when you're just normally breathing, try breathing into your belly instead, especially when you're laying down. This is actually how we're supposed to breathe. Not only does it tone the belly, improve the posture, but it'll also stimulate that solar plexus chakra and inevitably stimulate will. The next tip, number 5, is prayer/intention setting/visualization. I kind of lump them all together because it's really all just the same thing, repackaged. I put ask and you shall receive. So if you're wanting to develop your willpower, simply ask. Many of you know this. Like if you subscribe to my channel and you've seen my content about manifestation, you already know that this is a possibility. If you want to develop your willpower, if you want to become more motivated, you can simply set the intention to do so. And by setting that intention, you are unfolding through a domino effect the development of your will. So perhaps you already set the intention. Maybe that's why this video found you. I don't know. But intention is the most powerful force in existence, especially when paired with your will. Set your intentions, visualize your goal, say a prayer if that's what resonates with you, but ask and you shall receive. So the more you set that intention and the more you commit to it, it will unfold in your reality. So because you are here and expressing interest in developing your will, you've already set into motion the things that are going to help you do that. So pat yourself on the back, my friend, because you're already doing the work. Tip number 6, take frequent breaks from social media, news outlets, and doom scrolling. I feel like there's not really a whole lot more to say on that. Just go outside and touch grass. I feel like I'm personally beyond needing to touch grass. At this point, I need to just disappear into the wilderness and become part of the local folklore. Tip number 7, let yourself be bored every now and again. Sit with it. Sit with the boredom and let yourself have a dopamine detox. Tip number 8, doing things that take you out of your comfort zone. And I'm specifically talking about small discomforts over time that condition you to tolerate discomfort so that you don't avoid it. Actions like taking a cold shower if you usually take hot or warm showers, or if you're socially anxious, putting yourself in an environment where you're forced to conversate with people you don't know. Everybody has different things that make them uncomfortable, so find your discomforts and face them. We've arrived to the final practice, number 9, raising your voice, shouting, singing, or more specifically, belting. There is a reason why almost every single military or warrior class all over the world across time has had some type of war cry. There's a reason why crowds of people shout and cheer at their favorite sports events or performances. This is because the voice is incredibly powerful, and when we raise it, it gets us fired up. When it's done with intention, when it's done constructively, it can actually be really invigorating and not draining. Because when it's not done in a constructive way, yelling and shouting can be draining. I mean, think about when you've been angry and you were yelling and shouting at somebody that you were angry at. You probably felt drained after that experience. When you do this with intention, you use the voice to draw energy into the body as opposed to expelling it. So that is why war cries and getting the crowd hyped up during an event is so effective, because there's an energy, there's an essence that we all carry within us, this vital life force. And this vital life force also carries within it codes of our emotions. Use your voice as a vessel for channeling whatever desired emotion you wish to bring about. Ideally, an emotion that stimulates motivation to accomplish whatever it is that you need to do. You can even add movement to this as well. You can dance, you can spin, you can run, whatever it is that you want to do. Like, make this your own practice. I mean, I'm just offering these as suggestions. You're free to take anything I say here and weave it in to whatever wonderful ideas you have, because I know there's so many amazing and creative people that watch this channel. Thank you so much for connecting with me today and allowing me to share these tips with you. Let me know in the comments what resonates with you, and if you have any tips that you recommend for developing willpower, because I'm just one person, I'm just one brain. I would love to hear what other ideas people have that I didn't think of. So let me know. Let me know down in the comment section below. But other than that, I will see you later. Take care and have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye-bye.